Today we have a look at the Russian troop buildup near Ukraine, the world's tallest teenager, dog and cat blood drive, and much more.
We have today's weather forecast with Madison and a look at sports with Eli.
Today is Monday, February 15th, 2022.
We are live from Shroyer Studio H12 on the campus of Bradley Central High School, and you are watching VOX News Today.
Welcome back. I am Alex Wingard.
And I'm Amber Filial.
Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner, alongside Police Chief Troy Finner and the family of Ashanti Grant, is asking the community to band together to get justice for 9-year-old. Ashanti's parents did not speak, but surveillance video captured their painful cries for help as their 9-year-old daughter suffered a gunshot to her head last Tuesday night. The family of 4 was heading to a grocery store after 9 p.m. when they experienced road rage on the northbound lanes of the Southwest Freeway near the Beltway. A driver in a white 2017 GMC Denali Sierra pickup. Mayor Turner says he plans to work with Transtar, Houston Public Works, and Houston Police to utilize cameras to record traffic on Houston streets and roadways to help the city get a better look at criminal activity.
Valentine's Day can be a tough holiday for many people, and one Utah woman who is grieving the loss of her partner wants everyone to know they aren't alone. This Valentine's Day, love is in the air in Brigham City. In less than an hour, Mandy Harrison passed out 80 roses to complete strangers. But what these strangers didn't know is why Mandy is doing this in the first place. Mandy lost her husband in 2014 after he took his own life. Since then, she has done something to remember him every year. If you know someone struggling and in need of help, you can call the National Suicide Prevention Line at 1-800-237-273-TALK or text HELLO to 741-741.
Parents in Minnesota are more and more curious about what their kids are learning in school. Senate Republicans are proposing a Bill of Rights for parents who feel they are not enough involved in their children's education. One part of the bill would make school boards send out class syllabi within the first 2 weeks of class. There have been efforts nationwide to pass similar laws already, like banning certain topics or sharing learning materials.
California's salmon population is on a large decline. Andrew Ripo for Watershed Sciences said they used to have annual returns of 1 to 200,000 spawning adults. Now a good year would be 10,000. Years of drought, water diversions, and other environmental issues have contributed to this issue. Now rice farmers are helping solve this problem. The wetland environment of the rice fields has been proving helpful for the salmon population.
New York City police arrested a man who allegedly stabbed a woman to death in her Chinatown apartment over the weekend. 25-year-old Assam Nash is charged with murder and burglary. Authorities say they responded to a call Sunday morning about an argument inside a building. When they arrived, they found the 35-year-old Christina Lee severely injured. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Nash was later found inside the apartment and was taken to Bellevue Hospital for evaluation. Sources say Nash has been in trouble with the law before, most recently last December.
After serving nearly 45 years of a 100-year sentence in a Louisiana prison, Vincent Simmons is free. He served more than 4 decades for attempted aggravated rape of a 14-year-old twins in 1977, a crime maintains he did not commit. He He did not commit. Judge William Bennett granted Vincent Simmons a new trial, making it clear that Simmons was not given a fair trial when he was convicted back in 1977. It's a crime Simmons has claimed he was innocent of since his arrest in 1977. Simmons' attorney, Justin Bonus, had this to say about the decision. Now that Simmons is free from Angola, he's set to turn 70 years old this week.
Russian President Putin told German Chancellor Olaf Scholz that they would discuss the situation with Ukraine during their meeting in Moscow on Tuesday. We will devote a part of our time to discussing issues related to the security in Europe and the discussions that have now unfolded on this issue, in connection with the events around Ukraine, Putin said on Russian television. This is of great mutual interest to us, Scholz remarks. Of course, it is clear that in this time we must also talk about the situation concerning peace and security in Europe. The most important thing is to solve the relationships between countries through talking, and that is how to do it. In other words, the planned solution to solve the Russian-Ukraine disputes is to talk through it peacefully.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky thanks the United States for sending his country financial aid amid the ongoing crisis with Russia. In a tweet, Zelensky said, "We are grateful to the United States for providing substantial financial support of $1 billion. Zelensky also thanked the U.S. for another $3 billion in aid made available for projects in Ukraine. On Monday, the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken announced that the U.S. government is offering a sovereign loan to guarantee to Ukraine of up to $1 billion to support its economic reform agenda and continued engagement with the International Monetary Fund, IMF.
Some Colorado nursing home residents are feeling the love this Valentine's Day. Good Samaritan Society, Loveland Village welcomed therapy dog Olivia and her human. It's the first time since the pandemic began that the nursing home has been able to have therapy animals visiting multiple residents at once. The sessions are meant to bring back happy memories, lower stress levels, and ease feelings of loneliness.
Valentine's Day spending is up compared to last year and is expected to reach its second highest level ever. That's according to National Retail Federation, which surveyed people about their plans to celebrate, given the state of the pandemic and despite the holiday falling on a Monday after the Super Bowl. According to the National Retail Federation, spending is expected to reach nearly $24 billion this year. That's up from last year and the second highest spending year on record. Total spending is estimated to reach over $6 billion this year, the highest in NRF's history.
And now let's check on our weather. Madison, what can you tell us?
Weather temperatures are expected this week to be in the... What? Weather temperatures expected this week in the afternoons and colder temperatures in the morning. All of this and more right after this break.
Wow, college already.
Yeah. We gotta go.
I love you.
I love you too, Daddy. And thanks for everything.
Gratitude. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
seriously awful.
But a lot better than last week.
We weren't born to follow.
Final round. Fight.
Welcome back. I'm Madison Johnston with your weather. Let's go ahead and take a look at our weather at glance. Right now in Cleveland, it is 24 degrees with a high of 63 today and a low of 39. Precipitation is listed at 1% with no wind. The humidity today is 100%. The dew point is 24 degrees Fahrenheit. The pressure is 30.51 inches. The visibility is 10 miles and the UV index is great, 0 out of 10. And now let's look at our local radar. Right now, there is nothing in Cleveland or in the surrounding Tennessee Valley area. And now let's look at our national radar. There are ice and snowstorms in the west and in Minnesota. But other than that, there is nothing going on nationally. And now let's look at our 7-day weather. Tuesday will be a high of 70 with a low of 59 with sunny skies. Wednesday will be a high of 73 and a low of 57 with sunny skies. Sunday will be mostly sunny with a high of 63 and a low of 41. Friday will be sunny with a high of 60 and a low of 35. Sunday will have partly cloudy skies with a high of 59 and a low of 36. Sunday will be partly cloudy with a high of 58 and a low of 35. And Monday will be sunny with a high of 58 and a low of 35. And now let's check with Eli with your sports.
If you missed the NFL Super Bowl, and we got a whole lot more sports after that, commercial break.
Well, you're wrong.
I'm wrong. You're the one who misrepresented the facts.
Misrepresent the facts? Are you kidding?
Your proposal's ludicrous.
My proposal will go exactly the way I say it will.
My dead body.
I think somebody needs a timeout.
Oh,
That's the power of one.
Civility. Pass it on.
One grain of sand can turn the tide.
I'm the greatest hitter in the world! Strike one. I'm the greatest hitter in the world! Strike two. Strike 3. Wow. I'm the greatest pitcher in the world.
Optimism. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Welcome back. I'm done with your sports. Teenage Russian figure skater Kamila Valieva has been cleared to compete in the Beijing Winter Olympics. The Court of Arbitration for Sport CAS ruled Monday. CAS announced its decision following an hours-long hearing Sunday and subsequent deliberations to decide whether the breakout Olympic star should be allowed to compete following a failed drug test in December. Bolivia next appearance in the Games is expected on Tuesday when she'll compete in the short program of the women's singles competition, an event in which she's the favorite to win gold. Oakland, California said goodbye to hometown hero and NFL legend John Madden Monday night. The Super Bowl winning coach was honored at the Oakland Coliseum, where his former team, the Raiders, played. Madden died on December 28th at the age of 85. He coached the Oakland Raiders for 10 years. Tickets for the memorial cost $32.14. The final score in the Super Bowl victory is in 1977. Proceeds are going to educational opportunities for young people in Oakland. A furniture guru in Houston is now out of a large amount of cash after losing a Super Bowl bet. Gym mattress McVeanveld traveled to Louisiana to make the largest Super Bowl bet in history, nearly $10 million. Mack says he and his wife watched the game in Houston with 70 veterans dealing with PTSD and suicidal tendencies. Mack said he had faith that the Cincinnati Bengals would pull it off into the last few plays. Now here's a look at the Olympic medal count for today. The top three is Norway sitting at 12 gold, 7 silver, and 7 bronze. Germany sitting in the number 2 spot with 8 gold, 5 silver, and 2 bronze. And the United States of America is in the top 3 with 7 gold, 6 silver, and 4 bronze. That is all I have for sports. Stay tuned for more news after this break.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
We broke Old Man Hennessy's window.
Correction, dude. You broke. I just threw the ball.
This is really bad. What are we gonna do? Dude, kiss your life goodbye.
Yes.
Sorry, dude.
Keep smiling, keep shining. No,
Hi. Tell him it was an accident, and we can fix the window. I'll come with you.
oh, that's what
Welcome back.
Russian military convoys continue to head in one direction, the border with Ukraine. This one in the Belgorod region, just across from the border from Kharkiv, the largest city in the eastern part of Ukraine, geologically created. We have been able to alone verify all of these movements captured by amateur videographer in Russia and posted to social media. Tanks were seen around the village of Sarantino, about 10 miles from the border. By most estimates, Russia has about 100 battle-on tactical body closest to Ukraine.
1. You might have to pay more for gas. Russia is the world's second largest producer of oil and prices are already spiking. 2. Global food prices could increase. Russia is the world's top exporter of wheat, and Ukraine produces wheat and corn. You might have to pay more in interest on your next loan. The Federal Reserve is hinting that it'll raise interest rates. Increased inflation would add to its drive. You might have to take a hit to your stock portfolio since investors know the world economy is connected.
A state official is accused of faking multiple pregnancies and using at least one of those ruses to get out of work and to be paid for the time off. A coworker reported seeing the lower portion of Folsom's stomach come away from her body and shared with investigators a belief that Folsom wore a fake pregnancy stomach. She also sent pictures of her new baby to agency employees, and the pictures seemed to depict children with varying skin tones, the Inspector General's office said in a statement. Ultimately, a review of medical and insurance records found no sign that Folsom delivered a real child.
A man formerly employed as the Director of Religious Education at St. Rose of Lima Catholic Church entered a guilty plea on 4 counts of statutory rape by an authority figure. The legal action says Lewis started grooming the victim, a young student and volunteer at the church, in fall of 2013 and sexually abusing her in 2014. Lewis on Monday received a total sentence of 20 years at 30% to serve at the Tennessee Department of Correction.
Authorities in Arizona have arrested a man accused of stealing a dinosaur claw worth $25,000. Tucson police say 39-year-old Christopher Thomas stole a fossil from a vendor at a gem show on January 30th. Then a week later, Thomas allegedly tried to sell the dinosaur claw to another vendor in the area, but that person recognized the item and alerted police. Thomas has been charged with trafficking stolen property. The claw is now back in Colorado with its owner.
New Mexico police have identified the man in custody after a stabbing spree Sunday that left 11 people hurt across the city of Albuquerque. Police say 43-year-old Tobias Gutierrez is suspected of attacking people at 7 different locations, including one near the University of New Mexico. No deaths were reported, but 2 victims were listed in critical condition. Police captured Gutierrez without incident as he tried to escape on a bicycle. He is charged with 2 counts of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. A knife was found near him at the time of his arrest. Albuquerque police have not identified a motive, and the investigation is ongoing. Gutierrez is expected in court Tuesday.
Clarksville, Tennessee residents will be among the first customers in Tennessee to enjoy Dunkin' Go, a drive-thru only store. The company said in a prepared announcement that the new Dunkin' Go location in Clarksville will feature a modern design to create an approachable, positive, and energetic environment with a digital on-the-go focus. Dunkin' announced it is celebrating its newest drive-thru only location in 3431 Fort Campbell Boulevard on Valentine's Day, February 14th, as part of the celebration. The store will surprise guests with free coffee for a year between 7 to 10 a.m. daily between February 14th to 20th.
An inmate who escaped with 2 others from a jail in Northeast Tennessee last week was arrested Thursday in North Carolina, officials said. The trio escaped Sullivan County Jail through an HVAC air vent on the roof last Friday. Police told 2 inmates, Timothy Sarver and Tobias Carr, were confirmed dead in Wilmington, North Carolina, the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office said in a Facebook post on Monday, without providing details on how they died. The 3rd inmate, Johnny Shane Brown, was arrested in Wilmington, North Carolina by the U.S. Marshals Carolinas Regional Fugitive Task Force and local police. Authorities said they had pursued Sarver and Carr before they died.
If you're nuts about nuts, well then go nuts. You've got the perfect excuse. February 15th is a National Almond Day. A few fun facts about almonds from Foodimentary. The ancient nut is mentioned several times in both the New and Old Testament as symbols of divine approval. While roasted almonds are delicious, don't eat them raw. The prussic acid in them can kill you if you eat more than a handful. In fact, you can tell if someone has been poisoned with cyanide if they smell like roasted almonds. Almonds have you covered if you've got a sweet tooth. They're one of the primary ingredients in marzipan, and why not wash that goodness down with a tall glass of almond? It's not just a name, it really is made from almonds.
A federal hate crimes of the 3 Georgia men convicted of Ahmaud Arbery's murder is now underway. Open statements began Monday in the trial of Travis Gregory McMichael as their neighbor William Bryan. The men are currently serving life sentences from their murder convictions in state court, but the federal trial will focus on race as a part of the case. The McMichaels and Bryan are accused of acting out of racial animus when they chased down and murdered Arbery back in February 2020. They are all charged with interference with rights and attempted kidnapping. The McMichaels also face a weapons charge. The McMichaels initially agreed to plead guilty as part of a plea deal, but the judge rejected that deal.
Elon Musk made a major contribution to charity last year. According to the Securities and Exchange Commission, the CEO of Tesla donated nearly $6 billion worth of his company shares. This gift was made sometime in late November, but the recipient or recipients were not named. The donation makes Musk the second largest contributor in 2021 behind former couple Bill and Melinda Gates. Musk is the richest man in the world, and he was challenged by the UN World Food Program to help end world hunger. The World Food Program did not reply when asked if they received some of Musk's donation.
It comes after the legislation cleared the state Senate and House of Delegates in recent days. It allows parents to opt their children out of wearing a mask in school without providing a reason. The legislation went to governor's desk Monday after it passed the chamber along party lines with no Democrats in support of the measure. 3 Democrats had joined all Republicans in the Virginia Senate in approving the legislation last week. The legislation would make the Republican governor the latest state leader to lift COVID-19 mitigation measures as case numbers decline across the U.S.
Lots of teenagers like to reach for the stars, metaphorically speaking, but there's a basketball star in Florida who has a slight height advantage. As Cal Berger reports, he's made it into the Guinness World Records. IMG basketball player Oliver Rooks always seems to be the center of attention. You heard right, Ollie is 7'5", and at 15 years old, he stands as the tallest teenager in the world, according to the Guinness World Records. Height runs in the Canadian big man's family. Ollie is not just big, he's talented, he's a phenomenal passer, can shoot the 3 and finish the rim. First-year head coach Jeremy Schiller's goal is to maximize his potential. Rowe is proof that embracing what makes you unique can help you reach new heights.
We often hear the need for human blood donors, but the same is true for dogs and cats that are sick or injured and need transfusions. A retired racetrack dog, Carlos, is one of 29 canines and 14 cats that donate blood regularly at the UW Veterinary Care Blood Bank. They help with other animals that need transfusions to stay alive, vital for dogs like Chauncey. Just a few months back, Chauncey got into some poison outdoors and nearly bled to death. Using blood from the clinic's donor bank, doctors were able to give Chauncey several transfusions. Greyhounds are universal blood donors for nearly all other canines, but your dog doesn't have to be a greyhound to donate.
We are on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube through our channel BCHS VOX News.
You will also find more online at our website, voxnews.net.
Remind your friends to like, subscribe, share, and tune in.
Just cannot get enough of Vox.
That is all we have for you today from Studio H12 at Bradley Central.
And as always,
God bless and
go Bears!